Hello everybody, welcome back to WWE 2008 TEW. We've got ECW and SmackDown today. You are going to get them both today, I can tell you that for a fact. Starting with ECW, let's just get into it. We start with a 65 here. Teddy Long is the ECW General Manager. He announces that 4 new superstars are coming to ECW. And we will see all of them over the next 2 weeks. So these 4, Dolph Ziggler, Evan Bourne, Vladimir Kozlov, and Paul Burchill, all coming to ECW. Who knows what impact they're going to make? We'll just have to wait and see. 65 real good segment. We start with Vladimir Kozlov. He defeats Colin Delaney in a squash match. 14! Well, these ECW ratings are gonna be fun. I'm trying to make ECW good. I have plans. Please let me cook. I promise it can get better than this. Kozlov performs at 34. Hey, Kozlov got a great gimmick. That's something. And then we get a kind of backstage vignette where Dolph Ziggler, he just introduces himself. His cocky youth gimmick has a poor rating for. Why can't things on ECW be good? CM Punk. There we go. 71. We love to see that. 71. CM Punk goes into Teddy Long's office, and a week ago on ECW, CM Punk lost the ECW Championship to Chavo Guerrero via interference from Edge. And he goes into the office and he says, I want that ECW Championship back, so you best give me my rematch. And kind of get the rematch. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And Teddy Long, he says, here on ECW, if you want your rematch, you've got to earn it. In 2 weeks, there's going to be a fatal 4-way number 1 contenders match between 4 former ECW champions. And you, CM Punk, are in that match. We then have 62, that's more like it. Nunzio versus Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin defeats Nunzio in about 7 minutes. Shelton's really good. Shelton could be ECW champion in 2008 with ratings like this. Maybe not, considering the plans I have for the ECW title. Let's just say a very major name might become the ECW champion soon. That's all I'll say about that. You'll just have to keep watching the series to find out who that is. That's how retention works, right? That's how you get people to watch stuff. Pretty good match. After the match, Nunzio is in the ring, kind of slightly laid out. He's trying to recover a bit, and Paul Burchill runs down and starts attacking him. And everyone's like, what the hell is going on? Why is Paul Burchill attacking Nunzio? Nobody really knows. Oh my god, another poor gimmick. 34 rated. Paul Burchill is back. But why is he attacked Nunzio? Just have to find out. Then La Familia, they are preparing Chavo Guerrero is going to have a big championship celebration tonight. Edge and the Edgeheads are here on ECW, and they're just making preparations for the big celebration, the big fiesta that Chavo Guerrero Jr. is going to have. 60 rating segment. Then Colin Delaney's backstage, and Matt Striker, Elijah Burke, and Big Daddy V, they confront him. And they start picking on him. And Matt Striker's like, when are you gonna learn your lesson? Guys like you are not made to be superstars. You are not an ECW superstar. You don't deserve to be an ECW superstar. When are you gonna learn your lesson and just go home? And then Tommy Dreamer, he comes in and he stands up for the kid and he's like, hey, we've all been rookies. I was a rookie once. He'll get there. Is he there yet? No, but he'll get there. And he will be great one day here in ECW. I certainly see a lot more potential in this guy than I do at the three looking in front of me. And he says, how about this? How about next week, me and Colin take on two of you? And Matt Striker says, okay, fine. So we got a tag match next week on ECW. It'll be Dreamer and Colin Delaney versus two out of Striker, Burke, and Big Daddy V. Who will it be? You can probably guess. Then, the Dirt Sheet, Miz and Morrison, hey hey ho ho, appear on ECW. They've returned to ECW, the WWE Tag Team Champions. And they're just shooting in the ring. They're going crazy. And they're interrupted by Jimmy Wang Yang and Shannon Moore, the Country Punks. You cannot make this up, people. So there's a confrontation between the two teams. I have no clue what goes on. But they have a confrontation. And then Teddy Long, he comes out and he makes a tag team match, because that's what he does. That's his gimmick. So he makes a tag match for right now. The Dirt Sheet versus the Country Punks, 50 rating, then the match is a 61. And of course the Dirt Sheet win. Oh my, Jimmy Wang Yang and Shannon Moore got a tag team specialist bonus, what the hell? And they practically outperformed Miz and Morrison here. Like, Jimmy practically on the same level as John Morrison. Shannon Moore outperforming Miz. Oh my god. Jimmy Wang Yang and Shannon. This could be tag team of the series. These are two to watch out for. Maybe future tag team champions right here. But the Dirt Sheet win. We then get a little video package showcasing Evan Bourne, as he will make his debut on ECW next week. Oh my god, another poor gimmick. You cannot make this up. We then get a 72 to end the show. La Familia. This is basically the segment that happened in real life. They come out. I didn't watch the segment in real life. I just kind of skimmed through it. But there's a big celebration for Chavo Guerrero. And eventually there's a mariachi band. They start playing. And then CM Punk reveals himself as one of the members of the mariachi band. And he strikes Chavo Guerrero over the head with a guitar. Edge runs off, Ryder and Hawkins attempted to attack Punk. Doesn't really work though. He gets a GTS on one of them. And CM Punk stands tall at the end of ECW. CM Punk wants his championship back. But he's going to have to fight for it in 2 weeks in that fatal 4-way. Against 3 former ECW champions. Who are they going to be? We'll just have to wait and see. Really good segment to end ECW. Thank God. 58 overall. I wonder what segments saved this show. Now, to be fair, Benjamin Nunzio was a good match. This tag match was actually quite good. To be fair, not too bad of a show. Kozlov put on a stinker. But it's Vladimir Kozlov. Of course he's going to put on a stinker. So that's ECW. Let's go to SmackDown. Alright, I'm taking 2 with SmackDown because first time I did it, I forgot to set up the storylines. So we're trying again. Hopefully I've done everything this time. We're taking a big risk with this episode of SmackDown. The main event is a big risk, which it'll be announced on this show, so I won't tell you what it is yet. And then we've got this Battle Royal as well, and Battle Royals tend to not do too well, as seen here with the 54 rating. We open with a huge Battle Royal, a 25-man Battle Royal, and the final 5 will go to the Elimination Chamber for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, we've got superstars from SmackDown, some ECW names in there as well. I've wrote down some of the notable eliminations. Obviously, the Battle Royal starts. You kind of see some of your big names, your Batista, Rey Mysterio, maybe Kane and The Undertaker both come out. That's probably about it for people. Maybe the show opens as Chavo Guerrero is making his entrance, or MVP. But 25 men, the entire SmackDown roster is here. So the match starts, they're all going. The first elimination, Colin Delaney eliminates Matt Striker. So that's huge, obviously. We saw what happened on ECW between them. Eliminates Striker. Elijah Burke then immediately tosses out Colin Delaney, making him the second elimination. So the match is continuing, the match is going on. Very early on, shockingly early, Batista gets eliminated by Kane. And you can see Batista is particularly annoyed by this, because more so that he got eliminated so early, he kind of thought he was a bet to at least be in the final 5 and make it to the chamber. So getting eliminated that early, very shocking. We see battles with tag teams. Festus eliminates Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Obviously, Festus is kind of this house of fire because he goes crazy when the bell rings. He eliminates Ryder and Hawkins. Jesse's kind of proper excited. He sees it kind of in the back of his eye. But Miz and Morrison, they then eliminate Festus. And then Jesse eliminates both Miz and John Morrison on his own. As Miz and Morrison are going, yeah, that's what you get, Festus. Jesse comes in, dumps them both out, and the tag champions are obviously in a major shock from this. We come down to the final 8, what we believe is the ECW champion Chavo Guerrero, Kane, Elijah Burke, The Undertaker, Mike Knox, The Great Khali, MVP, and Rey Mysterio. So they're going. Mike Knox, he gets eliminated. Then Rey Mysterio eliminates Elijah Burke. And the Great Khali eliminates Kane. So we've got our final 5. Chavo Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, Great Khali, MVP, and The Undertaker. They are assumed to be your final 5. But then all of a sudden, Jamie Noble runs in the ring and dumps out Chavo Guerrero. Jamie Noble was never eliminated. Maybe he's tossed out but doesn't go over the top and he's just chilling outside like hurt. He was never eliminated and he eliminates Chavo Guerrero. So your official final 5, the 5 men going to the Elimination Chamber to face Edge for the world title are The Undertaker, The Great Khali, MVP, the United States Champion, Rey Mysterio, and Jamie Noble. So now we're down to our final 5. The rules of this are: the order of elimination will declare your entry into the Elimination Chamber match. And it is revealed that due to Edge being Vicky Guerrero's husband, he will get the number 6 spot in the Elimination Chamber. It's only fair. So the match is going on, we're getting all these hard hits, and eventually The Undertaker counters a 619, grabs the legs into the last ride powerbomb, then picks up Rey, tosses Rey out. Rey Mysterio is eliminated. Rey draws number 1. Then MVP realizes he's in there with the Great Khali and the Undertaker. So MVP and Jamie Noble are working together on the big men because they're not daft. So they're teaming up on Khali and the Undertaker. It's not really working. And Khali and Undertaker, both with one of them around in a chokeslam position, both dump him out. Jamie Noble is officially eliminated first, so he draws number 2. MVP draws number 3. And our final 2 are The Undertaker and the Great Khali. And eventually, The Undertaker eliminates the Great Khali, winning the Battle Royal. He will draw number 5. Great Khali will draw number 4. So the Battle Royal, it scores a 54. Yeah, fine. To be fair, considering a lot of the names that are in this, fine. Advancing quite a few storylines there. Obviously, after Undertaker wins, we go to the adverts. When we come back, Jack Corpella, he's backstage and he's going to get all the behind the scenes, getting words with all the superstars that competed in the Battle Royal. He talks with Jesse, and Jesse is buzzing that Festus eliminated Hawkins and Ryder. He eliminated the tag team champions. He's like, we're on a roll. Surely we're in the lines for a tag team championship match. Hawkins and Ryder, they come in, the Edgeheads. They're not happy that they got dumped out, and they challenge Fessy and Justice to a tag team match tonight. So we're going to see that later on. 36, yeah. We are then in the general manager's office with Vicky Guerrero and La Familia, and Chavo Guerrero's furious that Jamie Noble eliminated him. Chavo thought he was in the chamber match. He and Edge, they were going to work together so Edge could keep the title. That can't happen now because Chavo's not in there. And he's furious, and he's like, you know what? I want to get my hands on Jamie Noble. I want a match with Jamie Noble tonight. And I want to put my ECW title on the line. And Vicky Guerrero is reluctant to do it, but she eventually agrees to the ECW Championship match. So this is the main event I'm talking about. That's a big risk. Main event of SmackDown is Chavo Guerrero versus Jamie Noble for the ECW Championship. 65. Yep, Edge definitely carried this. Thank God Edge is here. Obviously Edge still number 6 in the chamber though. Then Jack Corpella is backstage with Elijah Burke. And Elijah Burke, he said, I made it to the final 8. I'm undeniable. I'm one of the best here in WWE. 2008 is going to be my year here on SmackDown, here in the WWE. And then Ric Flair comes in, and Ric Flair says, good job, kid, you did quite well tonight. You say 2008 is going to be your year. I say you're wrong. I say 2008 is going to be Ric Flair's year, because I am never going to retire. I will continue wrestling my entire life. If you want to make a name for yourself, how about tonight you step in the ring with a Nature Boy, and we'll see what you got. Elijah Burke, he agrees. We've got Ric Flair versus Elijah Burke tonight. 66 rated segment. Flair is really good on the microphone. We have our first regular match. It is Layla versus Michelle McCool. Yeah, I forgot to put this as eye candy. Oops, I can't be bothered going back to change it. You see why we need to put eye candy on these matches? Because these are the ratings we're getting. I mentioned this on Raw. I don't like putting eye candy on the women's matches, but we have to, and this is the proof. Layla, she defeats Michelle McCool with a scoop slam, vintage diva move, after Lena Yada interfered. Lena Yada is also known as Savannah, who she became like an interviewer for like ECW, I believe, but she's with Layla at the minute. That's a thing. Whatever. She did good work at ringside at least. Afterwards, we get a 46. Layla, she pulls for Lena to grab the ring bell, and she passes it to Layla. Layla's about to attack McCool, but then Kelly runs in and makes the save. Layla runs off. Kelly obviously helping Michelle McCool to her feet. That's how we end the segment. 46, decent. Gained heat at least. Way better than the match. Then we cut backstage in the locker room. Batista, again, he is not happy that he got eliminated. And Rey Mysterio, obviously good friends with Batista. He's like, calm down. It's fine. We don't need to worry here. I'm in the match. I'll win the world title at Elimination Chamber. On the SmackDown after the Elimination Chamber, I'll give you a match. And Batista, he's still not really happy. He doesn't want to be a charity case here. He wants to do it himself. He knows he can do it himself. He just seems to be in a bit of a slump. So we'll see what Batista's road to WrestleMania is going to look like. 76, pretty good rating. We get to a 53 for Ric Flair versus Elijah Burke. Obviously, Ric Flair's career on the line. Flair, of course, wins. Makes Elijah Burke tap out. 53. Considering the ratings, fine. Yeah. To be fair, Ric Flair performed better than I thought he would. So, can't be too mad with that. And we only have to deal with Ric Flair until WrestleMania. Spoilers. So we don't have to deal with Ric Flair in the ring for long. I'll probably keep him around as some sort of a manager. We're then back in the office again with Chavo and Edge. Chavo is obviously warming up for the match. Edge talks with Vicky, and he convinces Vicky Guerrero to not only have the ECW title on the line, but to put Jamie Noble's Elimination Chamber spot on the line. So the winner of the match will not only be the ECW champion, but will go into the Elimination Chamber as well. So the reward for Chavo Guerrero versus Jamie Noble has just got even bigger. 43 for this tag match. Not too bad considering the names involved. Jesse and Festus, they defeat the Edgeheads. It's a big win for them. Great chemistry, tag team specialist bonus. They're doing great. They seem to be on the rise. Could they become the tag team champions in 2008? I mean, Festus is so good he's made the thumbnail for this video. when I was making the thumbnail, I was deciding who I wanted to be in it. I was like, am I ever going to have the chance to put Festus in the thumbnail for one of these again? And I thought, probably not. So, and I'm like, Undertaker, Festus, incredible. After the match, Miz and Morrison, the Dirt Sheet, they attack Jesse and Festus. Obviously the bell's rung, so Festus is no longer this beast. So they can easily beat up Festus. Obviously, they easily beat up Jesse. And the Dirt Sheet stand tall. We go onto the main event. It's a 59 for the ECW Championship. Jamie Noble defeats Chavo Guerrero via disqualification. So the match is going on and the referee gets accidentally knocked down. Edge comes in, spears Jamie Noble. Chavo Guerrero takes advantage, hits the gory special, cover on Noble. The referee counts to 3, raises Chavo's hand. Then another referee comes down to the ring. And Chavo and Edge are like, what the hell? And he's talking with the other ref, they're talking with the ring announcer. And because of Edge's interference, Chavo Guerrero gets disqualified, meaning Jamie Noble is the winner. Of course, the championship does not change hands via disqualification. However, it means Jamie Noble is still in the Elimination Chamber match at No Way Out. They did not go to plan for La Familia. Jamie Noble, in one night, he has become the ultimate underdog. Can Jamie Noble achieve a miracle and become the World Heavyweight Champion at No Way Out? The show scores a 62. To be expected. Some really bad ratings here. I said this show was a risk. Our best match, I think, was the main event actually. So, all things considered, was smart to put that as the main event. But yeah, the Battle Royal was a big risk. Knew that was gonna get quite a low rating. Knew the main event was gonna get quite a low rating. So, it's not a rating I'm surprised with, but it is obviously an underwhelming rating. Lost pop in 10 regions. That's SmackDown, and we saw ECW earlier. That's us done. I'll see you in episode 3, Monday Night Raw, as the road to No Way Out continues. See you then.